for the killer and I'm looking for a woman like Joan of Arc that's got so much heart. We can make an army and reincarnate. Notorious names from the past. Warriors, queens, sultans, ours. If Harley Quinn she'll ever ask, Suicide Squad ain't got fuck all on ours. And never will do. I'm in charge of my own life and my own path. All after the outcast. So I chase my dreams so hard. Don't feel me jump in the ocean in a coat full of bricks and embark. To a watery grave, fortune faves the brave. That's why I play Russian roulette in the dark. It's the grime scene killer and he fully well know. That'll take control like a stolen remote. Give me that. What it's like where I'm from, you don't really wanna know. The girls and the guns and the cold wind blow. Confused on the circuit.
Right, it's 1 AM, Thursday night, Friday morning. I'm sitting down, Sills Farm Lane, in the pikey corner. Fast asleep, got my van next to me. I've got a new van, 19 plate, and obviously it's just like a lane. Anyway, I can drive down here, so I'm para about my van anyway. Anyway, Sando, fast asleep. I heard a car put up behind me with a shitty exhaust. Like, I'm asleep and I can hear it rumbling, and then I heard bang. It's like, what the f? Jumped out like that, and then it sped off like with the exhaust. I was like, what? I had a little shout and that, didn't I? And then when it done, I thought, first thought was like, oh, they're breaking into my van, so I've got out. And then, yeah, they've just thrown a stone at the back of me bivvy, like my brother, and done me off. But now I'm up. Welcome to Burghfield, second session. And, yeah. I'll show you the swim in the morning. It's a bit naughty, isn't it? So, I love a big pit though. All these open big pits, it adds to the fun, doesn't it? Adds to the adventure. It ain't an angler, definitely not. But there's a house at the end, and then you got, well, anyone can drive up and down here. So that's what you get for bivvying up on the side of a road. But there you go. The drama. Come on, the common. Good morning. This is me swim. The brody. So yeah. This is where I am. Car's rocked up there. Throwing a stone at me bivvy. Sped off. Down onto this lane here. Got a little lay-by here. Dump stuff, you know what I mean? Oh well. Oh, I feel a bit rough now, right? I normally get up at 4:30, set me an alarm. But I was up for like a few hours after that stone. But come to think of it, if they had a bit about them, they would have like proper done something, you know what I mean? I ain't scared of a stone. If it's a gun or something, they mean business, but it's a stone, it's probably kids. You know what I mean? I've fished on North Mere, just come from over there, and I've had a geezer with an axe walk past me at 1:30 in the morning, ended up sleeping in the swim next to me, and getting nicked by the old bill rocking up the next day. So he was there all day, all night, laying there with an axe in his hand, you know what I mean? So yeah, stone, from a stoner probably. It's one of them, innit? So, but still, you don't know around here. Could be anything. But we're gonna pack up in a bit, go for a walkabout, try and find some fish. I have got a swim next door, further up the lane, called Murders. Yes, Murders. It gets better, doesn't it? We're gonna walk back, probably end up in there, because I'm fishing long out there, into a decent zone. But it's too early for this swim, I know that. Pikey corner what I'm in now, it's a bit early for that, it's quite shallow. And they do get in here when it warms up a bit, but I don't know, they might get in here today, but I'm not going to sit about and wait, I'm going to go look. See you in a bit.
Banana boat, mango munching monkey. Kick off your door like Jumanji. Dash you off the 28th floor like it was bungee. I want the blood clean. The blood clean. Yeah. It's murder. When man test the terra firma. It's murder. Rays getting buried in suburbia. Murder. Man shotting rock to make a earner. It's murder. Murder. It's murder. Murder. It's murder. Them man can't test the terra firma. It's murder. They'll find your body buried in suburbia. It's murder. Like tech man for Tina Turner. It's murder. It's murder. It's murder. It's murder. I'm not ready to die, but ever ready for bury a guy. They're not ready for I can see the fear in their eye. Scared of the rhymes that ricochet and tear them inside. Some fear for their life, preparing, trying to stare in my eyes. Wife cry, bucket of tears when the bread get ice. But that's life, it's all live. Ride rhythms like a dive. Spit cyanide's alive and blind your left eye. Subliminal crime, snipe you in the back of your mind.
Right, it's my third session on Burghfield. It's the bank holiday weekend and this is my third day. So I've got one more night. You can do 4 nights and you've got to be off for 2. So I booked the Thursday off, it was Good Friday, and it's bank holiday Monday, so we're down for 4 nights. Been about the pit all 3 days and I've only just got on them today. And I'm in Alsatian Bay at the minute. There's quite a few carp here. Nothing massive, a couple of 30s I've seen. But I've done last night in the bomb hole, which is done fish, but it's all bait boats, long range, and the fish are showing out of range still. So you're not on them, you know what I mean? But on here, mate, the little flicks out. So I'm gonna go to the shop, get some more food, because I've run out, get some beers, and hopefully we'll celebrate with a few later. Because, yeah, they're in here, they're just cruising about a minute. But if they drop down tonight, it's game on. It's not that deep in the area, it's quite shallow, so I'm not too far from them. Just need to get 2 rods out in here. There's a massive snag in the edge, so if I do get one, I've got to be careful trying to land it. I've got to keep the head right up. But they're cruising about now on the surface. Could be game on, but we'll see. Well then, there we have it. Got 1 rod out. I might put 2 out, but at the minute, 1 will do. Mental really, I've stuck 1 rod out right short, that was cruising in short. Now they've all pushed out into the middle. So, they're spooky, that's for sure. What would you expect from these carp in this little bay? And don't really want to know at the minute, when they're cruising about, they're hard to catch, aren't they? So, I'm hoping when the sun goes down, they'll drop down and have a munch. But until then, I'm going to sit back, have a cider. I think myself lucky that I'm actually fishing for Burghfield carp. There's one out there. See, they've been both sides, but the majority were this side. So that's why I've come here. And obviously, it's just a path, like, so there's not much room to bivvy up. I might have to do it under the stars, but you have to go where the fish are, under the stars or not. You've got to be there, ain't you? That's what the game's about, mate. That's what it's all about. Come on in. Catch up with you soon. Right, it's been about an hour. I've got 2 rods rocking. I've got 1 further out on that line. There's a few fish out there. But I've managed to get it out, handful of cell around it with a catapult and not spooked anything. So far so good. I don't think they know I'm here fishing for them. But they do seem to be going. I don't think they're going to stick about tonight. I think if it's going to happen, it's going to happen this evening or tomorrow morning. We'll see though. Can't see it happening just yet. It's too warm still. But carp are carp, and they do things we sometimes don't expect them to do. That rod I've just chucked out, it's only a few foot deep. Lead went down the crack, so he's fishing. 100% fishing. That's all that matters. The fish are there, I'm fishing. Come on your Burghfield carps. 1 will do. Get off that mark. Got all my camp sorted. Had to stuff my brolly in the bushes. Obviously I done last night and it was a bit of condensation, mega condensation, so I've decided to get under the stars. Well, under the brolly, under the stars. It's laying there. If a car crashes through them trees, I am dead in an instant. They do speed along here, motorbikes, cars. Proper speed along here. So, probably they don't take me out of the game. So I've got a big comment to catch. the mighty Burghfield Common. It's out there somewhere. It's not in this section. It's probably out where I was fishing last night, out in the deep water. There's a few out there, but well out of reach. That's why I've moved. So there you go. I'm fishing for fish I can access easily enough. I mean, I'm right on them here. All I've got to do is eat. It's game on, isn't it? Cheerio. Don't know if you can see that, but the sun's gone down and that is fizzing right on my left hand spot. The fish just moved away from me. I don't know if he's kicked the bottom up, but it was a carp. See that there now. Come on. Left hand rod. The fish are still here, definitely. They've just dropped down a bit, so you're not seeing as many bow waves about. But this is the time, hopefully, I can nick one. But I'm confident now, definitely confident. Most confident I've been on Burghfield so far. It's my third session. What have I done? 2 nights, 4, 8 nights I've done now. This is my 9th for no fish, so come on the carp gods, be good to me. And while I wait, I'll just nick me cider. See, that's my bivvy there, on the path, road behind. Come on. There's one out there on the other rod now. They're about still, it's good. Well, I've packed up now, didn't go to plan. I thought I was going to get one, I had a few liners, it started fizzing up and stuff, but nothing come of it. It's now about 1 o'clock, Monday, Bank Holiday Monday, so packed up now, got to go home, come back Friday, but at least the fish are moving about now, so everyone's got a chance, I think. If I come back next week, should be game on, should be able to find them on the Friday, Saturday morning or whatever, get on them, and hopefully catch. But yeah, check this out actually. Yeah, parked down this road here, like, got my van here, nice new van. Yeah, some of these Burghfield boys feeling a bit threatened, to be fair. Come back to my van today and look, bell lad stuck a bee. Oh mate, stuck a bee on the sea. Mate, he's feeling the burn. The old long neck ostrich over here. He wants war, doesn't he? That's his van there, mate. Shitter. The Burghfield shitter. Let's take this bee off. B for bell end. Old Neil. Monday. See what we've got for him. Obviously, anti-main, anti-cell lad, isn't he? So I'll give him a bit of cell, I reckon. Straight in the bonnet. Be saying nil stutter. And then, yeah, we'll stick it. Nice bit of cell there, sit down his wing like that. Full view for everyone. Don't put them heaters on, Neil. Tut tut tut. Nice couple of kilos to give you a nice smell on the way home. Cell lad. Yes, mate. You'd always remember me now, wouldn't you, son? Ta-da. Yeah. We ain't here to play. You know the score, Neil. Shut up. Right, here's a little sit-down update of Burghfield. It's now the first weekend of May, and I've been here every weekend all through April, and to be fair, I've struggled, not had a single bite, not even a tench, but it is the ultimate challenge in carp fishing, and you don't realise until you actually come here and fish it for yourself. It's alright to see captions on Facebook, people catching fish and that, but you don't actually really know what's going on the lake, and it's been a nightmare, to be fair. There's one bank over to my left, and it's raining now. And yeah, it's been bought by someone else, so we can't fish that. It's now out of bands, and yeah, they're shouting over there, and obviously they're not getting much pressure. A couple of people are allowed to fish it, but it's like a different ticket now, so we've just got to sit here. The only swim that can control a bit of that water is the swim I'm in now, Bomb Point, and yeah, it's been a nightmare just watching them show out of range, and you can't even get near them. So this is the only swim that gives me that half a chance of catching one. This is the swim that's done a few fish this year, a few big fish as well. My mate's had a few, so I'm feeling confident. But last weekend, big westerly wind, so I went on Barnett's Point. Big wind, big storm. I forgot what the storm was called now. But yeah, I thought I was going to get on that wind, push through the channel, go down to like Speedboat Point area, and yeah, I see one fish show and this open bit of water, which is out of bounds to us, and yeah, it didn't happen. So last night I fished in the compound, which is it's a decent swim if they're there, but they weren't there. But my mate moved out the bomb today, so I've got in here, and it is the go and swim. There's always fish out here. They might not be right on you, but they're not too far from you. And yeah, I've set up here today, put one rod out, using the bait boat on here. It's the first time I used the boat, and to be fair, it ain't a bit of me, but I don't like the whole bait boat thing, purely because I like to cast, feel the drop, I feel more in contact with my fishing. But on places like this, that island out there is probably 180 yards, and I can't cast that with £30 ridge monkey braid. And yeah, I don't think many people could. If you could, then fair play to you, but I doubt it. And you can't really use anything other than braid on here because it's savage. Got a lot of bars, snags, and you're fishing for the best carp in the land, the mighty Burghfield common. If you lose that, it ain't worth thinking about, is it? So you've got to make sure your tackle's up to scratch and no messing about. So I've borrowed my bait boat off Dave Levy. He's let me borrow it. They're banned in June, so next month you can't even use them. When the weed's up, you can't use them, they ban them. Because obviously you can boat out past weed beds and get a bite and you can't land them because you ain't got a boat to go out and land them. So, sensible idea, but it's going to be, yeah, it's been a struggle. When that weed comes up, it should be better. They ban the boats, the fish move about a bit more into the bays down the other end, and I should hopefully get amongst a few. Until then, it's been really hard going. But saying that, got here today. My mate moved out, got in here at about 2 o'clock. Started setting up, put one rod out there at range, good 180 yards, and yeah, it was out there. Got one rod fishing, setting up my gear, and I had a drop back. I was like looking out for a coot and stuff. Didn't see nothing, and I thought, tightened it up. I thought, right, you drop back in. I thought, it's a tension, it ain't a carp. I've just done a month on it every weekend, and not had a bite. So when you do get a bite on here, it's pretty surreal, you know what I mean? I'm not used to it. It's like fishing all winter and then nothing happening and you get one. You know the feeling. If you fish for big carp and out on big pits, you know the feeling of a long blanking spell. When you do get a bite, it's a bit weird, isn't it? So that happened to me. Anyway, I've picked it up, reeled in, connected with it. It's quite solid, and it's just bent me rod double, started stripping line, and I was like, this ain't no tench. Come on, this is a carp. Anyway, I'm playing it. It's out there, good 180 yards still. And it's quite left a bit, and then it's gone all slack. I'm reeling in, like rod tip to the water, all the way back again, doing that, and it swum 100 yards towards me. I didn't connect with it again until about 20 yards out, and when I did, it was like rod bent double, fly in the air. There's a hatch as well, by the way. There's a load of swallows out there diving, so it could be worth a shout on zigs maybe, but done that in here. Anyway, back to the fish. Good 20 yards out, connected with it, and then boom, solid, stripping line, and yeah, anyway, got in the net, and I've got my first Burghfield carp in ice, so we'll have a look at that now. Well buzzing, and it's my first night in here. I've got 2 nights, so I think I'm on for another one, but if not, my weekend's made up already. It's a bank holiday weekend, so I'm going home Monday, Saturday now, tonight, tomorrow night, going home Monday, but I'm buzzing. Have a look at this. Right, here we have it. My first Burghfield carp. 42 pound. Bang on. What a creature. I'm going to dedicate this capture to my good mate Dave Levy. It's my first ever fish I've caught using a bait boat, and he let me borrow his one. so I could get to the right areas on Burghfield, and it's paid off. I don't know how many nights I've done, but I've done a good 12 nights or whatever for my first fish. So, the other side. There we go, happy days. Feel the Burghfield burn, Sharpie. I'm here. Got me first one. Come on. Here we have it. Conditions are what you'd call banging on Burghfield today. Happy day. Nice bit of wind, big northeasterly. Oh, my carp. See you later. I get the comment. Come on! Well, how about that then, eh? What a starter, eh? First blood, £42, made up with that. Don't know if it's a coincidence, but this week I'm going to Shantycock at the end of the month, end of May. I went round Kev Knight's, he let me borrow his outboard. It's a bit bigger than mine, so you need something better for there, don't you? I went round there and I see a load of things in his garage. I went, what's that? And he went, that's that smart liquid. Let's have a look. He had 3 of these on his shelf. Yeah, that's a fibre flavour. Yeah, he's given me them. Right, the only 3 he had, he's given me them. He ain't got no more. They're not out in the shops or nothing yet. But anyway, I'll give half a bottle to my mate who's fishing Kingsmead Island Lake. My mate Will, I work with. And he took it over there and he's put it on his bait. And he had his first fish last night. He's done the whole of April, nothing. Put it on his bait and caught one last night. And I thought, anyway, I've done it on mine. Shut up, ghost. If it was Daisy, I would let her squeak all she wants, but them geese, mate, I ain't too keen on them. But yeah, anyway, I put it on my bait as well, half an hour after my rod being out, and I've had a bite. Don't know if it's coincidence or not, but mainline smart liquid, it'll be out of shop soon. Could be a winner, but I'm going to use it, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes, but it could be magic, like the cell. There you go. Let's have it. Come on the next fish. We'll catch up with you in a bit.
Still alive, get me. Trying to do my clear. Get me right. Roll deep on live. Yeah, I'm just sitting here. I ain't saying much, I just think. And my eyes don't move, left or right, they just blink. I think too deep and I think too long. Plus I think I'm getting weak, cause my thoughts are too strong. I'm just sitting here, I ain't saying much, I just gaze. I'm looking into space while my CD plays. I gaze quite a lot, in fact I gaze always. And if I blaze, then I just gaze away my gaze. Cause it's the same old story. Shutters, runners, cats and money stacks. It's the same old story. Ninja bikes, gunfights and scary nights. Yeah, it's the same old story. Window tints and gloves for fingerprints. Yeah, it's the same old story. Let's investigate like the area. Cause it was only yesterday we was playing football in the street. Was only yesterday. None of us could ever come to harm. Only yesterday. Life was a touch more sweet. Now I'm sitting here thinking, wagwan. You get me, wagwan. I'm just sitting here. I'm just sitting here. I'm just sitting here.
Well, here we are, my last morning. Nothing occurred yesterday. I thought it was going to, but it never. And it's now about 10 o'clock Monday, so I'm going to start packing up about 12. Reel my rods in about 1, and I think that's a good time to reel in this swim. I don't want to miss out on an opportunity, you know. So the conditions, yeah, it's cold. The wind's changed a bit. It's nothing like the conditions when I had the bite. The conditions when I had the bite, to be fair, were pretty much wintry. We had hailstones, big northeasterly wind. It was Baltic in here and it was cold. So maybe I had that bite just after the hailstone stopped, so maybe that did spark a bite, spark a reaction, like it always does in storms and stuff. You normally, when it rains or whatever, heavy downpours, when it stops, it normally livens the fish up a bit, you get a bite, don't you? So I think that's what happened there. But I'm gonna finish this diary here, I reckon. I ain't gonna post it until the end of the month. It's the start of May, and 1st of June they ban the bait boats, and I've got a couple of mates that are doing their thing in this swim. And although most members know on here that it's the Gan swim, there might be some new members that don't know, and they might watch the video or whatever and then get in here and then ruin my mate's chances. So there's 2 boys in here doing their thing, and I don't want to ruin it for them. So I'll post this video end of May, probably the last weekend of May, before I go Shantycock, just so they get their own bit of fishing still, out of respect, you know what I mean? I don't want to cause any dramas between people. I'm nice like that, you know. But yeah, the reason I've called this the Burghfield Burn is because old Nigel Sharp and a few others on Facebook have been letting me have it. Obviously I've got my ticket 1st of April, and I blanked the whole of April, and then he posted up a thing on Facebook, where's Ellis, like the where's Waddy thing, because I've gone missing obviously for a month, but now I'm going to go missing for another month, even though I've caught one, and even if I catch some more, I'll put them on the next video, I reckon. So it's 2 months I've gone missing for, but they don't know that. He don't know that, and he's going to continue to hashtag Burghfield Burn on everything I post, and then he'll watch this video and he'll be like, all right, fair play, you did have one. So that's my little revenge attack. I have that Sharpie, I don't get burned. This is just a warm-up, but I'm not going to get big-headed about it because I know what this place is like. This place is savage, and if you've never walked Burghfield, if you've never seen it, or you don't know what's going on over here, then you wouldn't realise the struggle. You're going to go through hell and back on here to catch carp. And before I had my ticket, I thought, yeah, Burghfield, it ain't hard. It's just the commonest hard to catch. But in reality, there's a lot of big simmos in here, and in reality, they're going to be the hardest simmos I've ever had to fish for. You know what I mean? There's a lot of air, there's a lot of water that's out of bands, and everything's against you on here. There's only 80 carp. I've spoken to a few members, don't hold me to this, but I've spoken to quite a few members. They reckon there's probably 80 carp in here now, and it's 95 acres. And when you've got a massive chunk of water, in the springtime especially, out here, where it's out of bounds for us, and we can only get a little bit near them, not right on them, you know what I mean, the rest of the lake is pretty much dead. And halfway through April, I was thinking to myself, oh, I've got a Bayswater Syndicate ticket, I've got a £50 common on my doorstep, and I thought, do I just go over there, come back here when the weed's up? Because in reality, my only chance of catching, really, being consistent on here, is when the weed's up, when it's warmed up, and the fish have pushed out down the other end and stuff into the bays, and I actually find them. Because at the minute I'm walking about, you're seeing the odd one here and there, but the majority of the fish are stacked up out in that area where we can't fish. So it's a right headbanger, but it's the 1st of May, it's the first weekend of May, and hopefully this is on the up now. We just need the warm weather to come, and then hopefully I'll be a bit consistent. But until then, we'll see you next time around. Hopefully I'll do well on Shantycock, and there'll be a diary out before the next Burghfield one, but we'll see how that goes. Wish me luck. See you later.